All right. Everyone needs a good wingman or wingwoman.
We're about to find out how true that really is.
Bethany Crouch is at Beale Air Force Base to show off its chase car program. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, this is really incredible. I want to introduce everyone to Major Crash, one of the incredible U2 pilots here. So we are in the chase car, and describe for us what this program is all about.
Well, we're the highest flying single-engine airplane in the world, and we're our nation's reconnaissance platform. So what we do is we fly an incredible airplane to ultra-high altitudes, and we conduct military reconnaissance with it.
So as a U2 pilot, you are the only person who can actually help with guiding the U2 plane down. It's very specific requirements.
Yeah, so every chase car is driven by a qualified U2 pilot. So we are that other wingman, we're that backup for the guy flying the airplane. This airplane is very specifically built to fly ultra-high altitude, which creates a lot of unique challenges in landing. And so you have another pilot here in the car, and I help talk that guy down.
So for the pilot who is actually in the plane, he's wearing basically a spacesuit.
It is. It's a full astronaut pressure suit. I mean, these are suits that you can use in space, and it's required because of the extremely high altitude that we fly.
Okay, so we've got another camera on the ground. We've got Dave Grasshoff outside of the vehicle, and he's going to be giving you some larger vantage point perspectives. But what are we going to be experiencing?
So you're going to get a chance to see firsthand what it's like to do a run-in and chase a U2 aircraft down the runway and help us talk this pilot down onto the ground.
So I understand we're going to reach 100 miles in like no time flat.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to find out what this Dodge Charger can do and get us in the best position to give safe calls to the pilot.
Yeah, safety first. All right.
Absolutely.
Major, we are excited about it. All right, you guys, come along for the ride with us. We are out here live at Beale Air Force Base.
It's going to be a ride.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be so intense.
She seems so calm.
I know,
They
right?
haven't started moving yet. No, she's like, they go from like 0 to 100 miles an hour while they're turning to catch up with the aircraft to guide them down. It's going to be really, really intense, and Bethany's going to be right there in the front seat. We're going to check in with that coming up soon. It's going to be really exciting.
Good day, Beale Air Force Base. I'm Bethany Crouch, and we are live from inside the chase car, getting up close and personal, learning all about the U2 program.
And what would you do coming up where one officer was faced with a possibly stinky situation?
Not the business end. And Bethany Crouch is supervising a very complicated training session. Hey.
That's right. Good morning, you guys. We are live from Beale Air Force Base with a plane that got its start with the CIA in the 1950s, and now it is an ultra-modern airplane. We're taking you live to the track as the U2 plane lands. So smooth. Good day, Beale Air Force Base. I'm Bethany Crouch, and we are live this morning from inside the chase car with Major Crash, and we've got our U2 pilot is up and in the skies. And Major Crash, he's actually going to be participating in this weekend's California Capitol Air Show.
He is. So our guide, Lieutenant Colonel Phonics here, is going to be flying a dissimilar formation with our U2 airplane and then 2 T-38s this weekend at the Capitol Air Show.
Okay, fantastic. So this morning, what we're doing is it's a practice round. This is really important training to make sure the U2 pilots are up to speed and ready for missions.
Yep, so this airplane is very unique, as we said before, and it's built very specifically to fly ultra-high altitude reconnaissance. And so with that, it has only 2 set of wheels. They're lined up like a bicycle, wings that are 105 feet long. It's incredibly difficult to land. So in about 30 seconds, what you're going to see is this airplane coming down the runway, and then myself and then Major Demo are qualified U2 pilots, and we are in these chase cars, and what we do is we help this pilot down to the ground. So he could be flying a 6 to 9 hour mission in his big spacesuit and come back down and then have the opportunity to land one of the most difficult airplanes to fly and land in the world, and it takes another pilot in a chase car to help talk him down 10 feet. So as you'll see, he's just coming out. He's probably 20 seconds away from getting on the edge of the runway. We're going to accelerate to get right behind him and be in a good, safe position to give him calls.
Okay, so we've got Major Demo, who's in the Camaro right in front of us, and he's the one who's actually communicating with Lieutenant Colonel Phonics, who is going to be landing that plane. Okay, here we go, accelerating, and this car goes 0 to 100 in no time flat. Okay, so as we are rounding this curve here, we can see the plane coming in. My gosh. Look at it. We are right next to him. Now, what's really incredible about this, the pilot is wearing, like we were talking about, a spacesuit, which really cuts down on his visibility because that helmet limits what he's able to see.
Yeah, exactly. So try to picture yourself wearing a sleeping bag and oven mitts on your hands and a fishbowl on your head, and then you need to go ahead and land this airplane, which takes full control deflection on either side. It can be an athletic workout.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Beale Air Force is really the hub for these planes.
Yep, so we're the main base, the main stateside base, and the only location really where the U-2 is based here in the States. We have a couple deployed locations, but this is the main facility, and it's where we have the training for the schoolhouse as well.
Okay, so how many times will your pilots run this kind of mission back and forth over the course of one morning?
You could do between 9 and maybe 20 touch and goes like this in a morning, practicing the landings depending on how long we have.
So we're going to keep going then?
We're going to keep going.
All right. We'll check back in with you guys a little bit later
That's
on.
awesome. Do it again. Do it again.
Cool.
Do it again.
And we're at 104. 103.
And you like are so calm.
I know your hair hasn't moved. Your hair has not moved 1 inch.
moving.
You guys are good. You guys are good. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
So cool.
That's a cool perspective.
See when it
from
got
her
behind it,
car.
right.
Yeah, you can see.
And also his description of what the pilot is wearing. A fishbowl.
Sleeping
Oven
bag,
mitts.
oven mitts, and a fishbowl.
Yes.
Oh, and then land this aircraft.
Right.
That's really hard to
Yeah, but
land.
Halloween costume.
There you go. U-2 pilot. There you go. That's awesome.
Cool.
Live from across Northern California, this is Good Day.
Good day at Beale Air Force Base. I'm Bethany Crouch, hanging out with Lieutenant Colonel Collins, call sign Phonics. Okay, so we had the incredible front row seat of watching you land this plane. Smooth flying today, by the way, my friend. That was well done. You're actually going to be out at the California Capitol Air Show this weekend doing a demonstration of that very thing.
Yeah, the very profile that we flew today that you saw, we'll be flying Friday night. We'll be opening up the air show at 18:15, and then Saturday we'll be out, open up the show at 12 o'clock.
So, you know, this is a crazy concept. Fast car helping an incredible plane land, and the purpose behind it is because it has to stay so light because the plane flies so incredibly high.
Right, so the aircraft is optimized for high flight, and if you optimize it for one thing, it's not good at the other. So down low, flying it low and trying to land the aircraft, it's very difficult. So similar to on an aircraft carrier where they have a landing signal officer, we have a mobile officer that chases us down the runway and helps us with the landing and aiding with the landing.
Okay, so if we're coming back out live and you're able to see where the wheels have been added on, you actually have a ground crew that comes out and puts those on to help you guide the plane into the hangar because there's no landing gear on this thing.
Right, so it has a bicycle gear. We have one main gear and then a tail wheel. And because it's built like that, it's built lightweight. Instead of putting retractable gear on the wing, they created these pogos, so on takeoff they fall out, and then we don't have them for landing. So we come in slow, and then when we stop, they put them in.
Okay, so it's called the Dragon Lady, and how did it get its name? Why Dragon Lady?
Well, the official origin of it is really unknown, but it's, like I said before, it handles really well at high altitude, so it's like dancing with the lady, and then when you're down at low altitude, it's like dancing with the dragon.
Like dancing with the dragon. It's either a lady or it's a dragon. Smooth sailing or just a little bit rocky. No, for you, you are also an instructor in this, and so what are you looking for in pilots when they come to be a part of this U-2 program?
So because of the uniqueness of this aircraft and the difficulty of landing it, we're really looking for them to adapt to the way you have to fly this aircraft. So most military aircraft don't fly in this manner, so we're looking for them almost to unlearn some techniques and learn, and they have to learn really fast.
this has been an incredible opportunity to get up close and personal with a job that is just so rare to get to experience. I high five my friend. That was amazing. And you can see him out at the California Capitol Air Show this weekend. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Do it again.
Yes.
Do it again.
Another round.
Do it again. Do it again.
100 miles an hour behind the you two. It's awesome.
She's like, no.
She's like, no, we're good.
Done with you. I was the one in the car.
Right? Exactly.